Hey guys, attorney Brent Boyer. So let's talk divorce. I want to talk today about no-fault divorce and what is a no-fault divorce. So Michigan, like a lot of states, is what's called a no-fault state, meaning you don't need a reason to file for divorce. You don't have to have a reason. It used to be long ago, 1950s, let's say, in Michigan, you had to have a reason to get divorced or you couldn't get divorced. So you'd have to prove adultery, abandonment, abuse, all these words that start with the letter A, or you'd have to stay married. If you couldn't prove in your petition that one of these things, abuse, adultery, abandonment, whatever had happened, you had to stay married. So that's all been removed by law, by statute. So in Michigan, you do not need to prove, you don't need to have a reason to get divorced. If you want a divorce, your right to that is absolute. Or if your wife wants a divorce, her right to that is absolute. So you'll find that through a divorce case, what's in dispute, there's not a fight about whether the divorce will happen or not, or I'm contesting the fact that this person can divorce me, I'm not going to let them divorce me. There's no taking that approach anymore. That's not how the law is. There's no way to do that. So, that's the idea here, what no-fault divorce looks like, and can get mixed up a little bit with the concept of an uncontested versus contested divorce. That's not really what no-fault is, all about. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet to our videos, and to like the video. That'll help us out. So no-fault divorce in Michigan just means I don't need a reason. They use what they call irreconcilable differences. There's been a breakdown of the marriage to the extent the objects of matrimony have been destroyed. There's just language in there that says that. That's all you have to say in your divorce complaint. You don't have to claim that your wife was cheating or your wife is abusive or your wife whatever, and that it's all her fault. So there's none of that anymore. So the reasons why you're getting divorced do still have there's still some relevancy to your divorce case depending on what the issues are. Those things have still some, they carry some weight, but they're not like it used to be where you had to have a reason and then you'd have to prove what that reason was just to get divorced. So now, if you're claiming that somebody, let's say your wife was cheating on you, you're claiming that caused your divorce, that was the only reason you're getting divorced, you can still use that in some ways. There's an effect where, a small effect on property division, for example. So we're going through a divorce, we're dividing things up and married a long time, and you're looking at splitting things 50-50. You'd say, well, that's not really fair because my wife did this and did that, and she was the bad actor in this marriage. She caused the divorce. If she had just gotten her life together or had done whatever it was that you're complaining about and had fixed things, we could have stayed married. So it's her fault we're getting divorced, so therefore I should get more than half of the property. Well, there is still some valid argument to that. It doesn't carry the weight it used to. It's, what you'd call probably a 10% kind of a factor. And also, if there's a custody dispute, if you have children that are under 18 and there's issues over who's going to get custody and what parenting time is going to look like, certainly, Michigan looks at, when they're determining custody, they look at best interest of the child factors. And among those best interests, among those 12 factors, one of them is moral fitness of the parties. So you could say, well, if my wife is cheating on me, that's certainly a moral fitness type of issue. That's a morality issue. Or if she has a drug problem, or she has an alcohol problem, or she's dating all these different guys or whatever, maybe she's not morally fit to be caring for my children. You could certainly make that argument. It's part of the consideration of what you're looking at in determining custody. Would be a lot of different factors, but some of it is moral fitness. So there's ways that these ideas of fault and problems with your spouse that are really causing the divorce can still be relevant to a divorce case. But in general, you don't need a reason. That's why they call it no fault. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.